Today is January the 26th, 2025. Just blogging on my personal journey that I'm working on. Got up this morning, make sure I had my protein shake from Popeyes Brampton. Best customer service ever. Truly like their approach, their mannerism, how to talk to people from all different walks of life. I want to shout out my man Dave from Popeye. Thank you for the help when I was sick. You got me on the right track, even though I'm a professional myself. But sometimes you have to step down and get somebody else from a different profession to point you in the right direction. So shout out my man from Popeyes Brampton, Dave. All right. So then I'm sitting down. I'm like, all right, I had my supplement, right? Head over to grab Tim Hortons, get a coffee, and I come back and then a thought hit me. So I'm sitting here thinking like, all right. So my wife said to me, why don't you give your audience a deeper example of something that you're working on, like an intent, or not as an intent, but to transcend that intent and that vibrational frequency on a whole different plane. And I'm like, okay, I guess I had to work on something. So anyways, I'm sitting, I'm scrapbooking. So I always scrapbook and I always journal. So scrapbooking and journaling is a combination of understanding words. So when I write my words in my scrapbook, I also scrapbook in my journal. I build stuff, small stuff to give you cues. It's called, for our service, it's called cryptogram of your soul. Because remember, your soul is a cryptic part of your entire existence, right? It comes into a whole different aspect. So cryptogram of your soul. So scrapbooking and journaling. So my scrapbooking is actually called Find Your Inner Magic, which you could actually go on my Facebook page and you can see that. You can see what my scrapbook looked like and you can see what my journal looked like. It's the pink one. And my scrapbook is Find Your Inner Magic. And we're going to say the magic is always find within. So we're going to flip that source code like this. The magic is always find within. Right? So anyway, so scrapbooking and talking, I'm like, okay, cool. So the wife is talking, I'm thinking like, you know what? Me and my wife are two dominant individuals. Like we're like two elmas or two bulls. Like raw. When we go at it, it's like we have that super aggression that it's like you can literally see the energy like transcend to the hallway because it's that's us. But what it is, like I personally is an hunter. I love to hunt. The bigger the prey, the more exciting and it's so euphoric that as a hunter, myself is like, I love the hunt of a big prey. And I've always said to me, like, you know what? Since I love hunting, it's not necessarily hunting animals, because guess what? Just as we're hunting animals, they're hunting us. There's always a bigger one hunting us, right? So I'm like, okay, all right. So eventually I'll go hunt. But here's the thing. I said, my biggest prey is going to be my freaking wife. My language is going to be my freaking wife. Because guess what? Me and her are 85% different. So we have an 85% of our things are different, and the other percentage we have similar. So guess what? In order to really hunt, I literally need to understand the depth of how my wife thinks, what she thinks about, how she interacts. And I'm thinking like, yo, this is the most epic prey that drives me wild. Like, yo, this prey is on a whole different level. You can't even spare it. You don't only want to kill it. You just want to like run at it. You're like, oh my freaking God, this woman drives wild. You know what? So I literally wrote a poem. It's called Beautiful Chaos. And Beautiful Chaos is actually my wife. Because once a man really tap into that one woman, just USA, and tap into that one woman and just enjoy that. The small things that, like, you know, like, I'll trigger off. You're like, guess what? You're studying, you're hunting. Because guess what? That hunt of deepening your tightness with your wife becomes very primal. becomes very exciting. It becomes a chase. It becomes a hunt. So you could always find something. It could be the smallest little thing. How she sits, how she smiles, whatever it is that sets off that primal existence. So for me, because that's what I love to do, I love to write that depth of story in my mind and put it on paper and put it in my scrapbook and meditate on it. So it becomes my embodiment of my existence. Now transcend that vibration to my wife to know her. Because I'm telling you, the more you like depth into that one woman, she becomes the Pandora's box. And that's what Pandora's box is. A woman's mind is a Pandora box of sweet knowledge of chaos. As man and woman, it goes both ways. As man and woman, once you find that person that 85% doesn't match with you, that is your soulmate. Because guess what? You've now learned how to grow together. You have to grow in. You have to nurture that. You have to understand it. That is the helix square of Kundalini. That's what I will call it. That's the helix square of Kundalini. That's, for me, is the truest part of Kundalini, is taking that 85% match that doesn't drive, and the other ones you're like, okay, those are similar. And now understand how to use the cryptic soul guidelines to be able to depth into that. And once you do that, it changes your primal hunt. Because you could be with hundreds of women, but if you could understand how to like obsessively understand that one, you've been with over 2,000. Because in one woman's mind, there's different versions of them transcending all through the universe. So one woman is almost like the universe transcending. All we have to do, man and woman, is just simply just sit, be still, understand the depth of who you are. And that's the reason why all the gods are dead and deities. Because once you start to do that and tap into that creativity of your writing and your scrapbooking and creating that picture, not what to put on TV, what you create for your internal soul to grow and transcend, and meditate on it. That's insanely powerful. Yeah. All right. Master Yoda Yokchi is out for the day. I am going to go finish scrapbooking and journaling. Enjoy. Yeah.